What is up, you guys? It's your girl AP here, Super CBTV. We got Skyman. Aliens were in Miami, but now they're in Brazil. NASA saw city lights on another planet. Florida is completely going off, and Hollywood is dead. All that and more next. But don't forget, like me, sub to me. Let's jump in.
New alien sighting is taking the internet by storm. Hikers in Brazil have shared footage of what they believe to be 10-foot tall aliens. It was filmed on the island of Ilha do Mel, about 285 miles down the coast of Sao Paulo. Two mysterious figures can be seen on the top of a hill. It's difficult to make out clearly, but they appear to be very tall and slender. Not quite what you'd expect to see on your average countryside stroll. As you'd expect, some people online are fully leaning into the conspiracy theories, whilst others are taking a much more light-hearted approach. Posting on X, famously tall ex-footballer Peter Crouch joked, "We were on holiday, please respect our privacy at this time." Oh, how we love the internet sometimes. As fun as it is to theorize about extraterrestrial beings living amongst us, we're still waiting for the day when alien footage emerges that doesn't look like it was filmed using a calculator. What are your thoughts on the supposed sighting? Let us know in the comments below.
How did they know the aliens were 10 foot tall?
Here! Look!
Yo, what's going on in Florida, yo? 2024 just begun, and I got 4 videos of sightings of just weird happenings going on. She just cleaned her lens to make sure that what she's seeing is real. Check out these videos that I got lined up here. Bayside Mall, there's a few stories of what might have went down New Year's Eve in Miami. People are saying they spotted a 10-foot tall creature. There was supposedly a fight, and then kids were running, and this is what somebody filmed from their balcony.
Florida is it. Look at this. This is Florida. Fort Walton Beach. I zoomed in, y'all. Let's see if we see anything. Look at that one. That looks like a portal.
Oh, this is the type of stuff we see in Florida.
Yo, that looks like baby Trump.
Yo, what the hell's going on here? You're telling me...
Baby Trump riding on a rocket.
Yo, what is that, man? Okay.
It makes sense that the apocalypse would start in Florida.
Oh, holy fucking shit, guys.
I think power adjust.
Oh no. Holy fucking shit. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get video of it because it's probably raining around.
Oh,
Holy fuck.
no, I don't know.
Get your popcorn. 2024 is about to get crazy.
2024 is already kicking off to be so crazy. What is today? January 9th. That's it. 9 days into the year. And already there has been the earthquake in Japan. The Miami incident. The portal with the 10-foot tall creatures. Also the Sky Daddy, Skyman. Have you even seen that one? That's weird.
Oh.
The Epstein list. Stephen Hawking's. Cat Williams.
One of us had to cut off all their hair. Couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points.
How about these bodies? These 200 plus bodies that were found buried behind a Mississippi jail.
215 bodies were buried in unmarked graves.
People in Indiana are literally getting boarded inside of their apartments while still being inside.
There's still people in these apartments. There's people living here with their kids.
And we've also just been hit with an extreme weather watch across the entire United States. It's been predicted that it is going to get so cold. We've also been advised to prep our houses in California for the big one, the big earthquake. What is going on with 2024?
I actually had no idea about Cali getting a warning to prep their houses until her TikTok.
One of my clients, one of my patients, is a producer in Hollywood.
Kriegte vor 2 Jahren einen Auftrag von Disney.
2 years ago, he received a task from Disney.
Alle alten Disney-Movies zu überarbeiten.
To go over and edit all the old Disney movies.
In den Himmel diese Streifen einzubauen.
To put into the scenes of the sky these stripes.
So, when people see a Disney movie
also wenn dann die Leute einen Disney-Film schauen heutzutage.
Und sagen, well, Klinghardt, du sagst Klinghardt, dass diese Streifenbildung erst in den letzten Jahren so schlimm geworden ist.
And then, for example, people say today, well, Klinghardt, you're talking about these stripes being formed on the sky today, only as of late.
Dann sagen sie, hier ist ein Film von 1954, guck dir den Himmel an.
Then they will say,
der hat die gleichen Streifen drin.
Look at this movie here from 1954. There are the same stripes at the sky.
Die Streifen sind ein natürliches Phänomen.
That then convinced people that the stripes are a natural phenomena.
Mein Patient hatte für $60 Millionen bekommen.
My patient received for this job $60 million.
Maybe that's the real reason behind the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect could be someone just going over old media and changing it.
This is a crazy case of Gabriela Rico Jimenez that's been keeping me up the past week. Gabriela was a Mexican model in the early 2000s who grew to fame pretty quick. Aside her looks, from her way of being, her essence, people were very drawn to her. And what appeared to be a normal, successful model on the continuous rise to fame completely changed on August 3rd, 2009 in Monterrey, Mexico, where she completely changed her image for the public eye. She was found going completely manic in front of a very prestigious hotel in Nuevo León, Monterrey, where you could see her distraught, begging for her freedom. She begins yelling out explicit things, saying she's been enslaved to an elite group. She claims she was held against her will, makes claims of unaliving and cannibalism, and then she starts name dropping. She mentions the royal family, Disney, and Carlos Slim, who is one of the richest and most powerful men in Mexico with a net worth of $104.3 billion. She accuses Slim of being responsible for the unaliving of many high-profile politicians, and even claims he lives in a subterranean base where he keeps many missing children. Moments later, she's arrested and she's never seen again. To this day, nobody knows what happened to her, and despite being a famous model, if you go back, if you search her up, none of her records come up but this event. What do you think happened to Gabriela?
They put her in witness protection. Either that or they definitely made her disappear.
Pay attention and listen, because Michelle Obama just had an interview and there are some hidden messages in it that are going to blow your mind. Look.
What is the thing that keeps you up at night now, or what is your biggest fear now after having overcome so many?
There's such a thing as knowing too much. And when you've been married to the president of the United States who knows everything about everything in the world, sometimes you just want to turn it off.
You know too much.
Right. It's like, I don't want to know what was in that folder that you just got that made you quiet. You know, I don't want to know why the security just pulled you over. I mean, it could be any range of things that comes across the desk of the leader of the free world, right? So I know a lot about what's going on, and what keeps me up are the things that I know. The war in the region, in too many regions. What is AI going to do for us? The environment, you know, are we moving at all fast enough? What are we doing about education? Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, Those are the things that keep me up because you don't have control over them.
I got chills when she said, "What is AI going to do to us?"
This famous YouTuber tells you exactly what it's like in Hollywood and how the Illuminati parties are.
I show up to this place, I always called it the Illuminati Hub. It was everybody in the fucking world that had some importance was in there. I learned later it was called Delilah. But I didn't know that's how LA moves. Like, people, all these executives, they might compete with each other in daytime, but at nighttime, they all frequenting and partying in the same spots. They talking business. I didn't know about networking like that. So I show up there because I was at Complex Con. I show up there with like my little chat nigga hoodie. That was my audience, like, you know, name. With like 12 people. I showed up there. Everybody's in suits. That's the first time I seen Steve Stout. Apparently, I never seen Ebro after that, but Ebro and Leslie was in the room too. Ebro, that guy was there. Somebody else from Sony was there. All the important people that you hear about, but you never see. That's why I call it the Illuminati meeting, because I couldn't believe that. Wait, all y'all powerful music people be in the same room? I thought it was beef. Because y'all artists beef with each other? It's not.
All the most powerful people in the same room definitely sounds like something's up to me.
So I'm watching Name That Tune. What happened to Randy Jackson? Because, hold on, let me just show y'all. Who is that?
And it's all going down for charity right now. It's time to play Name That Tune. And you're...
Especially with this guy, it's Randy Jackson and the Name That Tune band.
I think it's gonna be a hot one tonight.
Who is that, y'all?
So, do you want to meet tonight's celebrity?
Who is that?
It's
I know I'm not tripping. I am not tripping here. That does not look normal. I am so sorry. Maybe he got sick. I don't know. And I'm not here to pass like judgment on anybody. That's not real. My eyes, I know what I'm seeing. There's just no way. I'm literally at a loss for words because that does not look real. I'm telling you right now, that is not real. And I know what I'm seeing right now. And I know I'm not going crazy. Like, I can't, I'm even nervous. Like, that's bad. I feel nervous. I literally turned this on. It was like, what the hell? What? Am I like the only person that's seeing this? Because am I going crazy? Like, I feel like I gotta go to sleep. This is crazy.
I think it might be a combination of age and too much of that Ozempic.
I found an insane ad for one of the main companies these billionaires are using to build their bunkers. Wait till you see this.
We can never predict or control what will happen in the world. But our first, most powerful instinct is always the same: to protect the ones we love. To provide a sanctuary where they can be safe and secure, out of danger and out of sight. But with all the comforts of home and surrounded by their most precious possessions. Opidum creates underground living spaces that are highly secure and completely discreet, yet beautifully appointed and entirely bespoke. With everything you need to relax and unwind, and keep your mind and body in peak condition. We work with you wherever you are in the world to enhance and protect your residence. Whatever is happening in the world outside, you can rest easy and live fully in times of tranquility and in times of unrest. Entertain friends and enjoy private time with your family, or just savor having a safe place to reflect. Your private gallery keeps your collections in perfect condition and is built to the highest security standards. The hidden technology that sustains your life underground is as carefully considered, meticulously engineered, and beautifully crafted as every other aspect of your Opidum.
Now, is it just me, or did that commercial seem a little bit cheap for such a big company that gets so much money for building these bunkers? It maybe seemed a little rushed.
A woman is claiming to capture a photo of a Hawaiian night marcher while she was on a 100-mile endurance run on a trail on Oahu. So quick backstory, my dad is Kanaka and my mom is white, so I am part Native Hawaiian, but the lore of the night marchers is probably one of the most terrifying things in Hawaiian lore. Now, as the lore goes, if you encounter a night marcher, you are supposed to strip off your clothes and lay face first in the ground. Now, this footage is actually coming from 2019, and this woman recently posted it, and what she captured does look like a very interesting figure in the Hawaiian rainforest. Now, this is the iPhone Live feature, which, as you guys know, it gives you a few seconds before and after your photo, but neither her friend or the runner remember seeing anybody or encountering anybody in the rainforest. So did she come in contact with a Hawaiian night marcher? Also, side note, when I was doing a paranormal investigation on the island of Oahu, I actually was out off of Pali Highway doing a ghost hunt around Morgan's Corner. And I kid you not, it was pitch black outside. I was completely alone at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I hear drum beats coming out of the rainforest next to me. I never saw a night marcher, but I'm wondering if they were there.
Night marchers have to be in my top 5 of the scariest paranormal stuff.
What happens is with actors, you're in a vulnerable situation. You know, you're in a vulnerable place, you're trying to get a job, and there's people who could use that power to abuse it. I was a young actor. Yeah, I was asked to go to a hotel room of a director. There was a famous director, and I didn't think anything weird by it because it never happened to me. And so I went, and he was in his robe. I still didn't think it was weird. Well, he probably just came out of the shower or whatever. And then he asked me to do, to do the scene and then crawl on my belly around it, and it got to a weird place. I remember that humiliation, and I didn't tell anybody.
The agents are creeps too, and then trying to get a job, and the casting directors can be, and the people who are the producers, the directors. I mean, it's rampant in the industry. There's not one actress who doesn't have a story. Just before I was really famous, and the next thing I know, I'm in a room with this guy. He's in a chair. And, comes out in a bathrobe and sits in this chair. And the next thing you know, he's asking me to crawl on the ground and then to crawl toward him. And it was just this disgusting feeling.
Rob Schneider detailed the truth on how Hollywood really works. I wish he would have name dropped who the director was, but he does say this was when he was a young actor. Rob Schneider's career started from SNL. He started his career in 1988 and stayed on SNL until 1994, and that's when he started to get a lot of big movie breaks. So I'm curious if he was talking about this happened when he was on SNL, or did this happen in one of his movies right before he started getting all these movie roles, such as Home Alone 2 or something like that. So let me know what you guys think about what Rob Schneider said and what he went through in the comments.
He said crawling around. I automatically thought of his big movie, The Animal.
Now, this is a viral video that was first uploaded onto Facebook in 2018 and has been circulating the internet since. Now, a little backstory. The lady in the video is a security guard at a gas station where trailers come in, get snacks, get gas, get going. This trailer came in that looked a little different than what she's used to, so she was doing her job, walking around inspecting, and she noticed the back door was left a little open. She took a look, and she claims she saw dismembered children. The lady goes into major panic mode, could barely speak. All she's saying is, I want to get home to my kids, I want to get home to my kids, and barely describes what she saw, being the dismembered children. Now, the popular rumor circulating the internet is that she went to authorities to file a report on what she saw, and days later, she was found inside a suitcase, dismembered, with a letter that said, "Esto me pasó por ver lo que no debería y por ser soplona," meaning, this is what I get for seeing what I shouldn't have and being a whistleblower. However, upon my own research, she did file a police report, and days later, they did find a trailer with dismembered body parts, but it was not confirmed if there was correlation with what she saw. However, it was confirmed that she was not found in a suitcase, and many people said she entered witness protection and left the city of Michoacan, Mexico with her family. What do you think happened?
Poor woman. You could see it was written all over her. It's in her voice. Like she's going to be traumatized forever because of that. And I'm so glad she's in witness protection and it wasn't anything else. But I really hope she's okay now.
I'm sure you've heard the news of NASA discovering city lights on a planet 7 trillion miles away. Here's what happened. 7 trillion miles is just around the Oort cloud, which is a kind of icy shell of debris surrounding our solar system, and the source for many of our comets, meaning that this is our backyard. Nowhere near far enough to reach even our closest neighbors. In 2022, there were articles about James Webb's capability of detecting artificial lights on a planet called Proxima Centauri b, which is a planet that orbits around here. But those articles were just about how that would work and how James Webb could identify them. There were then quite a few misleading titles from verified YouTube accounts, which is frustrating because even a quick Google search can do the math for how not far 7 trillion miles is. Some of the articles I found talking about it claimed that NASA made the discovery, but their sources linked to totally unrelated news or were like benign articles about how lights work. This sort of thing should bother us. Once that seed is planted, it's really hard to uproot. So click those links and use a calculator.
As much as I want this to be true.
I want that so much to be true. Guys, if you like what you just watched, then make sure that you like me and you sub to me. And you know what? I'll see you in the next one.